So I feel like you have all the answers you need in the month of December. But in terms of moving things along and making this decision, the decision process might drag on into January of your own doing. So you already have the information you need. You already know which way you want to go. And it seems like future leaning is where you're planning to go. You're planning to take on this big opportunity, but you're dragging your feet. Okay, this hangman energy indicates a situation where there isn't like decisiveness. It's being in a state of limbo and mulling over a decision, mulling over options. And I feel like you have everything you need, but the only thing that's really getting in your way is pretty much whether or not you want to go forward with this. And I'm not saying that you're really, taking your sweet time. I feel like it's a big decision and you're hesitant because of it. So I don't blame you. It's going to be very transformative. And you know that it's a major big phase in your life that you need to prepare for. Okay, so you might be in the process of preparing for this. I have here the Fool, which indicates to me that you're going to go forward with it because in all sense of practicality, this is going to springboard you into a new phase in your life, a new job possibly, a new location, a new major endeavor. And everything is happening so fast. Okay, you're thinking like everything is happening so fast. You're getting nudged. See that dog right there? I usually think the dog is following the man, but in all the times that I've looked at this card, I feel like the dog is like encouraging him. This is somebody that is a companion to you, that will walk the distance with you, that will be there by your side, through the rough times, through all the ups and downs. You have a companion. You're not doing this on your own. So it's somebody who's making a promise to you. We're going to do this together. We're in this together, through thick and thin, pretty much. Okay, so for some of you, this could even be tying the knot, getting engaged, getting married, moving in together, some major endeavor. And we have as well the Devil. And the Devil energy is a situation that keeps us really bound, okay? And for you guys, I do feel like it's the practicality. Somebody might be showing you something, and you're just like, realistically, how are we going to do it? What is it going to entail? Is it really going to pan out? So I feel like there's an element of great risk associated with it. I can stay here in this beautiful, shop with the chandeliers, or I can try my luck doing something else that might not be sales related, but I'm foregoing everything that I know, everything that is stable, everything that is predictable in my life. So I feel like the Devil it's like that sense of predictability that you're very accustomed to. And now that you have to, turn over a new page and walk down a new path, it's triggering a lot of fears and anxiety in you. Hence, you're hesitant. And so the middle of the month of December, we find you ready to go. And then something stops you, still weighing out the pros and cons with this Justice card. For some of you, you might have a lot of things that you need to square it away before you take on this endeavor. Okay? For some of you, the Hierophant, schools, institutions, okay? For example, you might be at a job waiting for acceptance letters from a university, a school. I see like law school, I see med school, I see like a really expensive course of study, okay? And expensive is all relative, right? But we know law school and graduate school and medical school, these are like really expensive undertaking. And it requires not only, the money that we have to invest in it, but also the years that we're in school where we can't work full time and earn a lot of money. So it's like there are opportunity costs, not just literal cost of something, but like figuratively a lot of opportunity costs. Some of you might be in a work situation and you're just like, I'm okay with it. It pays the bills. I get a lot of money. I like my coworkers. I like the work environment. It's beautiful. It's extravagant. But I want something more for myself further down the line. And so you might be waiting on, you might be waiting on things to line up one by one before you undertake this major change, evolution in your life. You might be waiting for acceptance letters. You might be waiting for a loan for a house even. You might be waiting on test scores. You might be waiting on results. You might be waiting on, being able to, there's something here tying you like physically that you can't really extract yourself from. You might be waiting on a divorce. You might be waiting on letters for a separation. You might be waiting on just something to kind of like unravel and clear up before you can move forward. Okay. So that's what I'm sensing here. And I'm going to talk about the last two cards because the last two cards indicate the flip side. And so I talked about you as the salesman, right? With the nice suit, very young, very handsome, really, just handsome, attractive, has great charisma, and, he looks the part. And then on the flip side of that is the customer. The customer coming into the store with the chandeliers. Okay, I'm really drawn to those chandeliers for whatever reason. I feel like there's something where you're staying that you really like, okay, that you spend a lot of time either polishing or you just like looking at them. I'll go back to that in a little bit because I'm getting messages from the customer's perspective. So I feel it as a woman. So I'm looking through her eyes, so I can't see what she looks like, okay? But she seems to me like she's in her 30s, in her 40s. She's on a good career path. She has disposable income. She's climbing up there. She likes her job. And so she's in this expensive store. It seems like it's made more for men, okay? I'm seeing like those leather shoes, and they're leather dress shoes for men. The belts and the wallets, they seem like to be for men. The bags are like more like duffel style bags or messenger bags. So they seem more to be for men. And it seems like she's buying something for somebody significant in her life, possibly a significant other or a man in her life. And it doesn't have to be a boyfriend or, someone she's dating. It's just buying something for a masculine person in her life, okay? Take that how it fits with your situation. And so I feel like for some of you, this might be you, and these two cards indicate that. Buying a gift, buying something for somebody that is in your life, and it's somebody that deserves the best, right? It's somebody that you hold in really high regards. And so you're in the store trying to find something that is worth the price tag, right? You don't want to buy them some cheapo thing and call it a day. You're actually taking the time, spending the money to make, because this person means a lot to you. And so the salesman is probably aware of this, that, money is not easy to come by. And so you want the best for whoever it is that's in your environment. You want to give the best of yourself. And so he's not going to try to upsell you. He's not going to, sell you a belt that the store bought for like $14 and, charge you $1,000. If anything, he might try to, dissuade you from just walking out of that store because he feels like the merchandise might not be worth it. Right? And so what I'm seeing here is a situation where someone means a lot to you. And I have here the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Okay? The 9 of Swords is a lot of worries, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worries, a lot of anxiety, and I feel like there's an element of guilt here. And then the 10 of Wands is a big burden. It could be financial, it could be physical, it could be emotional, spiritual, whatever it is. So with both of these cards and the imagery is there these mice, okay? So there's a situation here and a person that you're dealing with where they mean a lot to you. And I also feel like, you know, the gifts are nice, but I guess like, whatever you do, you feel like it's not enough. Okay, so whatever you do, even if I buy them this, you know, $1,000 scarf or shoes or belt or purse or whatever, it doesn't mean, it doesn't even begin to tell this person how much they mean to me. And so as the customer, you might be thinking like, maybe the store is not the way to go. Maybe rather than buying something, you know, that they don't really need, it's nice, it has the designer brand, but in the greater scheme of things, it doesn't really add value to the relationship. Does that make sense? And so I do sense that for some of you, there's an element of like wanting to make up to a person for everything that they've done for you. Wanting to compensate, wanting to make up, and I keep hearing make up, so it's sort of like there could have been an estranged situation between the two of you, and you're trying to make it up to them. You're trying to buy this gift and to give it to them, and at the same time say like, I'm sorry for everything that I've done, or, you know, talk to me again, or come back, or whatever it is. You're trying to I feel like you might be going about this the wrong way, because it's not the things, it's not the physical item, it's not the price tag. They don't need any of these things. They might just need you to come to them honest and open, with your hands stretched out, with this offer, with this apology, with these words. Because at this point, I feel like they're kind of turning their back. Okay? And so I see energies coming out in this spread where there's a little bit of guilt. I wish I'd done things differently. I wish I'd look at a situation for what it is. And I wish that, you know, things were different. I wish that I've seen it sooner. I wish that I could have had this clarity. And I'm hearing that song, the piano piece, Claire de Lune, coming in. So I wish I'd had this clarity sooner. And so I feel like there's something here where you're very hesitant about possibly approaching this person. You might feel that they have moved on. You might feel like it's too late to make amends. You might really want them to, you know, to have a sit-down conversation with them and clear the air. But the emotional state with this crescent moon that is like a little bit foggy, it's like the emotional state is very unsettled and very unclear, so you don't even know how to approach this emotional topic to clear the air, okay? So that's what I'm sensing here. There's definitely a decision that you're clear about, and so don't drag your feet anymore, Taurus. There's a person in your environment who is a soulmate. I do see that. I see this love that is built on a lot of respect, a lot of like seeing the value in the other person, not in a tangible way. How much money can they give me? How much money can we add together as a couple? But a person that is like really touching you in an emotional and spiritual way. A person who doesn't care about money, who doesn't care about resources, who, because they don't care about these things, they attract money and financial resources and good luck, like, you know, like bees to honey. Okay, so like it's somebody who lives their life with a lot of generosity, and because of it, they attract a lot of abundance to them. And this is somebody who touches you in a very emotional, spiritual way that you have never experienced before with another person. And I'm also sensing that, you know, this person, you want them to go the distance with you. But the nature of soulmate relationships is they come together for a purpose. Once that purpose has been reached, it is up to the two of you to decide, are we still going to, grow together? Or are we at a situation where we are reaching stasis and we're not really progressing anymore and growing apart? So I feel like, it's you're at a pivotal junction right now, and you have to really, make that decision and no longer drag your feet, okay? I do feel a lot of you, this is a major overhaul of your life as you know it. So you're aware of this, and that's why you're hesitant about making this decision. For others of you, I'm seeing a lot of schooling vibe, okay? I would say it scares you, I feel, to commit yourself to, schooling and possibly not being able to work while you're in school, or being able to work like reduced hours and not being able to afford the lifestyle that you're used to, right? And so there's a nervousness here. And it's normal, okay? It's normal. So make this decision. Don't drag your feet and try to get a move on it, okay? Like I said, next year, it's a number 4 year. It's a very stable year. And I feel like it's a year for us to really work hard. Whatever we work hard at to achieve, we're going to see results. Okay? It's a year to work hard so that you can get a promotion. It's a year to show others how hardworking you are so that you can be an expert in your field, so that others see you as a serious, not only a serious employee, but someone who's really good at their craft.